heads together and to figure out how we can move forward in terms of defending and protecting ourselves as a country. Uh, I'm not going to say much because, in fact, what's happening is very, very clear. I was out of the country when the last major incident happened, and one of the members called me that he wanted to bring up a motion. Of course, he did, and we decided to meet with the service chiefs and the relevant and the ministers, the Minister of Transport, Minister of Aviation, and the rest of you. Now, I want to put it on the table, and I want to be very clear about this. I don't think there's anybody seated in this room. I don't think there's any minister. I don't think there's any service chief. I don't think there's anybody seated on this table that doesn't mean well for this country. Let's get that clear. And I believe everybody is doing what they need to do. I think what we're trying to resolve here and figure out here is, what else can we do? Have we done enough? Where have we fallen short? Because nobody has a monopoly of knowledge. And we all here are government. Whether you're in the legislative, whether you're in the executive, whether you're military, we're all part of this government. And it's important that we put heads together to figure out how we rescue this country from where we are today. So I thought it was important to first of all acknowledge our security men and our ministers and so far what they've been doing. We must acknowledge, we must commend, and then we move into the difficult part of what are you doing or not doing that you're supposed to be doing, or what are you doing that you're not supposed to be doing, and how far, what else can we do? This House of Representatives had a security summit some time ago, an all-important security summit. Everybody was there, and we made some far-reaching resolutions, which we were all part of. Those resolutions were presented to Mr. President sometime last year by the whole leadership. And I believe many of the service chiefs were present, and you had copies of those resolutions. We want to find out how far with those resolutions, why have some not been implemented, what exactly is going on. And I'm sure many members are pregnant with questions, but it's important that those questions are well-meaning. They're nobody, and I don't think I'm going to sit here and allow anybody to attack anybody. It's just going to be a fact-finding way to fact-finding mission and a way to see if there are other things that we need to do, because you cannot keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. So are there other things we need to do? Do we think outside the box? There were executive recommendations that we made, executive recommendation 3, 7, 13, and so many others that we need to find out how far. Honorable Minister of Transport is also, because this thing is going to be it's going to spiral into so many things. I mean, there have been issues. We've all been reading about surveillance and, of the train stations, number of passengers that bought tickets, number of passengers that were on the train. And this is an opportunity for many people to be mischievous and twist facts. And so we want to make sure that facts are not being twisted and Nigerians get the best from out of us. We're expecting the Minister of Aviation, I believe he's on his way, so that he can shed light on areas concerning the security of the airports. Security is what we are all about and what we should be all about from now, because once we cannot secure ourselves, we cannot secure the economy. We cannot secure the social well-being of Nigerians. So security is perhaps the most important thing on the agenda right now. So thank you, and I think, like the Deputy Speaker rightly said, there might be things that may not at this point in time be for public consumption, because we want to talk freely to one another. And I think the press will adapt at this point when we're done, after the closing remark of whoever is going to lead the team. After the closing remark, then the press can excuse us. And maybe at the end of the day, if we have excerpts that are important, we'll brief the press after that. Thank you very much.